Just so you know, I give a little bit of a pause so that it makes a bit of a cleaner split for when I upload this to YouTube. All you YouTubers out there, that silence was for you. Loser Cracker Round 3 is debatably bad. Specifically, we are focusing on games for this round that could have good elements and are often up for debate. In fact, I imagine we may have some people during this match show up and be like, why is this here? This is a good game. That happened last time we had debatably bad, and we'll go ahead and see if that happens today. So, because this is loser's bracket, whoever loses this match gets eliminated. They're out of Kusog7ande. They're donezo. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of Kusog7ande. We have to eliminate people. So, Crappy, take us on over. Oh, that's so Raven. I forgot that I had that one still. Well, say hello to the GM for the debatably round. My gosh. Debatably bad round. Look, whatever. No, your name's not the Gauntlet. What am I even doing? Time Stalker. Oh my gosh, Time Stalker, get in here. Where is this? Where is this? No, not Gauntlet. Read from the file. Time Stalker. How you doing, Time Stalker?
I mean, I don't think it's debatable that I'm round.
Oh my gosh. No, you're not. Whatever. Debatably round. People are saying A. Yeah, that would absolutely be the right game for the debatably round game. But no, debatably bad. You are giving out a game that you gave me a wonderful cover in Japanese, and I actually don't know what this is. Doropie? What?
It's Magical Doropie, otherwise known as Creon Conquest in the US.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was gonna show that one as well. Bam! There's the other picture there. The Creon Conquest, everybody. But the Japanese one, I kind of like the Japanese cover there. Doropie. Yeah, look, we got a little witch here. Isn't this so much better? And isn't this a cover that absolutely would not have sold in the US? It's true, though. Well, the players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can in the game. Whoever does takes the victory, and whoever falls behind is out of the tournament. Of course, you know, with a full hour, there may be some switches with who is in the lead. We will do our best to keep track of that and make sure that everybody knows who is the victor. Of course, I think this is a fairly straightforward game, if I'm not mistaken. Is this a platformer?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
I kind of saw when we had the categories for the brackets. I saw this round and went, "Yep, that's my wheelhouse," because I definitely like giving games that people find fun but are have bad elements to it. This is definitely what this round is supposed to be.
Yeah, perfect. Honestly, I know nothing about this game. I'm excited to learn a little bit about this magical Doropie, or the Creon Conquest. One or the other. I don't even know what a Creon is. I don't know. But apparently, I don't even know what a Doropie is either. I know what a pie is. Those are pretty tasty. I don't know. I haven't really had a pie that I didn't like, though. You know, it's like I've had some very mediocre cakes. I've had some very mediocre ice cream in my life. But pie? No.
Yeah,
pie's always at least really good.
Was always going to be my first choice, because Flannel Cat and I always have a debate on whether this actually has bad elements to it or not.
Oh, you two always argue about this one. I love it.
We were arguing back and forth about
it. I love it. Well, good. I mean, that's always fantastic that people... Oh, wait. I think I know this one. I know this game. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I might have actually accidentally pulled this up a little bit, like at the last marathon that I was at over at FWA. NPC is hopping in here. Hello again, NPC.
How dare you give him the good version?
What do you mean the good version?
I didn't want to see them playing the first three sections over and over and over again. They need to have some form of continue. We got to get to the stuff that I want to talk about.
That's a kind of fair point.
Yeah, I'm checking right now to see if the players are ready, by the way, because I am.
Yeah, I was basically going to see if Kat was going to join in and chat, because I also have a good history with this game, so I'm going to help whenever time needs me to jump in and say something.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and add you to that match chat as well so that you can see it if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, you are in there, and I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. So what would be good emotes to spam? This is Vic Tokai.
Yes, it is Vic Tokai.
Well, if you have anything from Vic Tokai, there you go. Mega Man, obviously.
If you've got any Mega Man stuff, because this is a Mega Man like you have different abilities.
And all of you anime/VR chat fans out there, spam all of your anime girls because we're doing the countdown. Come on. I don't know. I got to carry the joke over from the last match, you know? Yeah, we've got good faces coming in. I am very excited for Magical Doropie. She's doing a nice little salute there. Hopefully she doesn't die too much.
Yeah.
You're still going to die a lot.
Yeah, that's a Doropie for you. Oh, I like the Cabbage Patch Kid. She's basically an anime. Okay, so I'm taking a look at this right now, and I could say that there is definitely a little inspiration here.
This is actually a game I really enjoy, and you do have a charge ability with your main weapon. But you also have a menu, and you start with all your weapons to begin with. You don't have to earn them like you would in a Mega Man.
Oh, I like this music. I remember this music.
This game has pretty good music.
Yeah, like, they really... Vic Tokai didn't usually, like, get this close to other IPs when they made video games, so having something that is very close to Mega Man, it's a little bit surprising to me, but at the same time, it's kind of fun, you know? But yeah, I do like that.
That's using the ball ability, which is a one that bounces you all over. It's one that I really enjoy in this game because it's really useful in tight quarters. It just bounces all over and hits your enemies.
So, do you have limited weapon energy like you do in Mega Man?
No.
So you can use any of these weapons as much as you want.
Yep.
I love that. Okay, already better than Mega Man. Yeah, you heard me. Maybe Mega Man 1. I'm gonna get in trouble, I know this.
And you also have a rush jet light in your broom. But in order to move it around, you have to change the direction you shoot. So you can either shoot forward, go forward, or up to go up. And those are it. You can't change your directions other than that.
So, as it turns out, this game was initially released in Japan in 1990, December of 1990, and then North America in 91. And at that point, I believe that they had already made several Mega Man games. Capcom had, and because of that, it already had a pretty understandable formula. And so that sort of makes sense that another company would do something similar to Mega Man and actually have something that, first off, it resembles it. Second, this actually seems playable. Third, there's no lag yet. It's a neat little spin off of Mega Man, is what I would say.
I mean, it's got a lot of charm to it, and it is a very honestly, getting used to the game. It's a lot of fun to play. But there are some things about this game that are just wow. And we'll see them as they come in later. At least we don't have the North American version, though, because there are no continues in North American version, so you have to do the whole thing in one shot.
I think that there may be another issue that Netman Matt may stumble into in just a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, and if chat is correct, you lose health when you use fire?
What they're talking about is charged up fire, which releases a phoenix.
Okay, well...
Regular fire is fine. Charged fire does do that.
Okay, so be careful. Don't use too much charged fire, at least in the normal areas. You know, unless you have a ridiculous amount of health.
And no one's used the broom yet.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for people to
do. The other thing is I don't think any of them realize that you can shoot up yet. They're treating it like a Mega Man, and you can actually fire straight up.
Yep. I've played a tiny bit of this game, and like there are a lot of nice little item or like quality things like that makes it much easier to play than other Mega Man games. Quality of life went up, I think, with some of the decisions that they made here. Thank you, Vic Tokai, for actually like. Okay, like, you made Kid cool. You ruined my life, okay? But at least you made this.
One of the things that is harder in this than normal Mega Man is health drops are very few and far between enemies.
Yeah, you're lucky if you even get one, to be honest.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, but the thing that would be harder in the North American version is that the ball damage is cut by half in the American version.
The broom is good. Okay, broom's gonna change their lives, I've decided.
It's good, but it also has issues.
Yes.
Oh, the shield is also pretty good. I like that. Ooh,
There
a
you go.
pumpkin!
Wow, there's the help.
Got a big help. That was good.
Okay, I love that you're a witch and you get a pumpkin to fill up your health. That's perfect.
Now, let's see if they actually learn to shoot up, because they cannot get the broom to go upward unless they shoot up with it.
Yeah. This game, by the way, was released in North America as the Creon Conquest. Guess what, everybody? There was a possibly better than Mega Man game here in the US in 1990 that everybody who wants to be a magical girl should probably try out at some point.
Net and Matt got through round 1-1.
Very nice. On to 1-2. Question.
Yep.
Is that pretty much saved progress when it comes to continuing?
I'm gonna be honest, I have not played the Japanese version of this, so I don't know if it stays, but I believe it's worlds that the continues saves, not stages.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's as well.
So we are probably going to see several attempts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Because it's three stages per world and a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad because I know for a fact we're not going to get to World 4, and that would be where the true hatred of this game starts.
Oh no, I want them to get to World 2 because I have commentary on that world.
So apparently this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Apparently this game was originally planned to be a game based off of The Wizard of Oz. Somebody in chat was saying that you pronounce Doropie as Doropie, which is basically Dorothy. Ooh, very, very nice.
And now they have to learn to use the broom.
But apparently they were going to base it off of an anime in Japan, and the rights to the anime were...
Look, he's finally found out that he can shoot upward.
Yeah, Tokyo TV was like, nah, we're not going to let you do that. So they weren't able to turn this in. Oh my gosh, you can control the broom? Like, direct it to fly different directions?
About it. Yeah, Time was talking about that.
I'm sorry.
You shoot up, move the broom up, and you shoot left or right to move the broom left or right, depending on which direction you're facing to start. Because you can't turn it around once it's facing a specific direction.
I mean, I love that. It's just, I wasn't paying the best attention. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
And another extra life. What the heck, Netman Matt?
Netman Matt just getting super lucky.
lucky.
Whatever, we got a ROM hacker here. My gosh.
All right, they've got the broom. Now, one of the bad parts about the broom, and I think NPC can tell me if I'm right or not, but I believe if you jump while you're on the broom, you fall through it.
Yep.
Okay, one
doesn't it
dash one
go
down
away,
for
technically?
Tempestroll.
I believe so. But it just stops existing. Okay, then. It just stops existing if you jump at all, and there are going to be times where they're going to want to jump because they're going to treat it like a rush jet, where you can jump with it.
Okay, game over. We'll have to see if it is back to the beginning, which it looks like Tempestroll chose continue. Yeah, just round one.
I mean, continues are free, so you might as well use
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
It's unlimited continues in the Japanese version.
Yep.
So there's no real worry about that.
Are there just no continues at all in the American version, or is it like
Yeah,
a few?
none at all. None at all.
Have fun. I have beaten the American version, so I know how hard it is.
Oh, it is absolutely. I don't know what they were thinking to do it all in one go. That makes no sense to me.
Because they want to make a Nintendo hard.
But even things that were Nintendo hard had at least some continues. They were limited, but they were some of them.
By the way, there was actually, during development, apparently there was controversy about having a female main character because video games are for boys. And Vic Tokai was like, no, look, we're gonna have a girl. Not only that, but we're not using primarily girl features like eyelashes or cutesy. Well, I mean, it's kind of cute, but like, we're not going with pink. We're not going with the bow. We're not using eyelashes. We're going to make like her costume itself is sort of a representation of gender there. So bam, we've got one of the earliest NES games that has a very clearly female main character who is still like not using overtly purely female stuff other than you're a freaking witch, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I actually, like I said, I have a lot of fun with this game. I understand why a lot of people really enjoy it. There are some things about it that just, ooh boy.
Yeah, what are your issues here?
Well, the broom for one. Like I said, you can't go down once you've started going up unless you just jump off it. And if you jump on it at all, it vanishes. And then you are basically, if you're over pips, you're dead.
Yeah.
And there's going to be times where you're going to want to jump because you want to avoid enemies, and you can't.
I sort of am fine with the, like, having to fight your inclination, your desire to jump. I think that that's a tough skill to learn in order to control, like, your desire to jump, especially, like, coming this early in the game. Because we're only in the first set of levels.
There is a stage where the broom is absolutely your only mode of transportation, and it is...
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, stage 4 is just nightmarish, because you keep wanting to jump over projectiles and stuff like that, and you fall, and you die, and you die, and you die. We raced this back on Smite's channel, and I gave people infinite lives because I didn't even want to deal with the continue portion of things, and still only half the people finished the game.
Yeah, we're having an interesting discussion in Twitch, by the way, and if you're watching this on YouTube, the live streams of these matches are a lot of fun. You should definitely come and chat with people if you want to. But yeah, No Wolf specifically is saying that, like, the reading that I was reading out is a slightly Western reading. I'm reading from Wikipedia. I don't know. It depends on its sources. But yeah, I would say that this character does have, like, the feature of her hair being a little bit longer, but literally, her face and her body is Mega Man. It's just the hat and a little bit of the hair that is sort of like the quote-unquote kawaii form here.
Yeah, the walk cycle is definitely Mega Man style too.
Yeah.
That being said, I really do like the fact that you just start with all the abilities, so you get to learn how things work, and you can turn around on the roof. I forgot that. I thought you couldn't. Whatever.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean,
I thought
Mega Man's kawaii. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Mega Man's a little kawaii sometimes. And maybe that's why she's inherently kawaii in this game. Yeah. But yeah, I still don't think Tempestral has figured out the jumping up, or the shooting up.
Yeah,
No.
and Tempestral's going to need to get through that section. There is no other way to get through there.
Yeah, Tempestral's like, no, Tempestral's
Oh,
shooting
it's starting
up.
to learn to
Okay,
fire.
okay.
Firing up. I just don't think they understand it works that way with the room.
Okay, we can definitely
And
get that.
I gave them the manual, so if it's in the manual, they have access to that.
So, what is kind of funny, apparently, like, there's been a lot of discussion about, like, what is appropriate for localization in Japan versus the US. A lot of Japanese games would become a little bit easier because they're like, oh, we got to make it easier for the Americans. But apparently Vic Tokai got the message the other way and was like, we got to make it harder for the Americans. Because apparently they like hard video games. So that's why they removed the continue feature. I'm going to go ahead and blame Fester's Quest on that, or for that. I wouldn't say Fester's Quest was necessarily popular, but it was kind of a cult classic. And it probably isn't to be blamed at all. But the North American release was extremely difficult, partially on accident, and they changed a lot of the stuff for the European release to make it easier. Yeah. I love me a good Fester's Quest. It's classic. Okay, Neb and Matt making a lot more progress. I like this.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, now we've got the fire jets.
Ooh, I like fire jets. Come on. How are you going to keep your ship heated without fire?
So
by the way, I just wanted to point this out real quick. Sorry, NBC. It does say in the manual how to control the broom, so the fact that a Tempestral is having trouble with it means that they didn't read that part of the manual.
Welcome to Manual Boss. Well, I mean, here's the deal. Like, there's a possibility Tempestral didn't, but there's also the possibility that Tempestral did, and you just don't have a lot of time before a match to remember everything. It's usually in a Kuso match like this, I would try to keep a manual open, because if I start struggling, I have to think maybe I'm doing something wrong. Mystery Tournament is a little bit of a different thing, where they have everything laid out for you in a specific pace bin, like if there is going to be a special use button or something special, you know, usually they'll have it very clearly laid out. But Kusog7ande, we just oftentimes go by the, you found this game in your grandmother's closet and there's a ripped up manual and I guess you want to play it, you know, good luck. And so,
when I was playing, that's something I would do too, is I'd keep the manual or the directions in some place accessible that I'd look at, because if I ever got stuck, I wanted to make sure I'm not missing something in the manual.
Yeah. It does say that riding the broom left and right plus the B button is move right and left, and then up plus the B button is move up. It is in a giant section, basically on its own page there, which I very much appreciate it being very, very blunt. So I would assume that, like, the Japanese game is probably has a bit of a different story, but oh my gosh.
And that is on the boss.
The boss alert! Is there any flashing coming up when you beat the boss?
There should be flashing happening right now. There should be flashing happening right now, hypothetically.
Okay, so everybody flashing warning. Okay.
Because
gonna...
we're flashing.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, but still, like, if there is much more of that, or if it's both players having it at the same time, that could be an issue, so at least you're aware whenever there's a boss, there is probably going to be some flashing.
So how do you like
I like this
memorization
boss.
bosses?
I like this boss. This is an interesting design that looks like kind of a pain in the butt, but like having something a little bit more complicated for a boss's move cycle, I kind of dig. Mega Man bosses were often very simplistic on the NES. This is sophisticated. It shows that, like, this definitely came out after other Mega Man games, because you have unique boss move cycles. You don't just have the same move over and over and over again. This is cool.
Yeah, and Netman Matt is doing one of the ways, which is to shoot up a boss. One of my favorite ways is just to equip the ball and stand on the middle platform, and then you can just shoot the boss from that middle platform, because it just goes up in the diagonal. But either way works.
Oh! Quick man beam.
Yeah, the other way
they got pretty close, I think.
Yeah, the other way to do it is to use the Phoenix on the boss, because it does a lot of damage really quickly on it.
Never tried the Phoenix with this boss.
As long as you know the pattern, it's fine to burn some health.
He is a Thunder Knight. He uses Thunder Attack. I would assume that another element could possibly deal a little bit more damage. Just like with Mega Man, other elements are probably going to be helpful. Deb and Matt keep switching to the broom, which I think, like, they're probably trying to use in order to, like, save themselves from dying, but honestly, trying other elements would probably be worth it.
I actually think this method is safer than the way I do it normally, just because the attack, when it goes off, is not going to hit you down.
Yeah.
Like,
I honestly, like, while I would normally say that memorization stuff, like, is annoying, this isn't quite as bad as some memorization bosses. I'd say that this is forgivable.
yeah, because those aren't instant death if they hit you. They're damaged, but they're not instant death.
Yeah, and, like, technically you can react to it, or at the least what Matt is doing is moving into the area where the boss was before, because the boss is pretty much when it does the arch jump, it pretty much is never in the location where it was before. So there we go, boss arching to the right, boss is on the left side of the screen this time. Netman Matt has a pretty good reading of how to do this boss, and double Quickman laser though. Oh, that is a little thick. Tokai, the boss is down. It doesn't even matter. 1 damage for Netman Matt. I would say that is a pretty good indication that with a little bit of skill, you're gonna learn it just fine.
Yeah, and that is locked in progress. They are now no longer having to deal with round 1.
Heck yeah!
And now we get fun with ice.
Aha!
This game has the weirdest ice physics I have ever seen.
Uh-oh.
So, normal ice physics, if you duck or if you shoot upward and stuff, you can kill your momentum, right?
Depends.
Mostly.
Sometimes, like, you can actually slide and aim up in order to slide left and right. Netman Matt, I think, is just going for a game over in order to start over.
Yeah, they're gonna get their lives back.
It's not. I would have just, like, at least tried to make a little bit of progress with a single life to see what's coming up.
Okay, but in this one, your momentum stops when you either duck or shoot upward, and as soon as you stop doing either of those, it continues. As if it never stopped. I have never seen ice physics like that before, and it gets really problematic when you get into some precise jumping later in the level.
That sounds really weird and annoying, and I want to try it.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen ice physics like that before, and I've never seen it since. Like, I don't understand what they thought momentum was, but it's such a bizarre
It's not
thing.
this, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not this at all.
Yeah, with that said, like, honestly, although I do hear a few bad things about this game, I'm currently team this is a good game.
Well, it's very enjoyable. Like, it's one of those that I wasn't sure if I was going to give it out at all. If it was going to be like a round 1 game, and then we had this round in the brackets. It's like, oh, this is perfect because there are things about this that get really bad, especially in difficulty jumps later in stages 3 and 4. But it's a really enjoyable game regardless. If we had the North American version, that's a different story.
By the way, thank you so much, Bill Bull, for the raid that just happened right now. Welcome, everybody. This is Kusog7ande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We're currently in the losers bracket watching Netman Matt race Tempestrol, and currently Netman Matt is on stage 2-1, Tempestrol on 1-2, if I'm not mistaken. That's as far
April
as
has
he's made
posted
it.
in the match chat, I hate Mega Man.
Well, this isn't Mega Man. This is Doropie or the Creon Conquest, whatever. It's one of those two. Yeah, Bill Bull, I appreciate you wishing luck to the runners. They definitely can't see it, but that is okay. I will go ahead and channel their energy, or your energy, and sort of pass it on over there. Mega Man. Oh my god. Chiron in chat.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Chiron. That is such a good way of putting it.
This
Mega
is
Man.
Mega Man, and let me just say, she kind of kicks butt. Yeah, here's the deal. Like, as much as I love Samus, they still presented her in a way that was like, not really like, hey, this is a strong lady. You know? It was like, oh, here's somebody in a robot suit, and if you win and you do really well, you get to see her in a bikini.
Yeah, that's... no.
Silly Nintendo. Silly Nintendo doing that stuff. But no, this is like, yeah, you're definitely a female character who is just kind of cute. And not, like, still looks a lot like Mega Man because, heck, Vic Tokai knew that Mega Man was good. Like, I can appreciate if you're going to quote-unquote steal, all art is stealing, but steal from the people who are the best. And steal from the people who make things that you really enjoy. Don't steal crap. Nobody wants to go and steal poop, huh? If you steal poop, guess what you're gonna make? You're gonna make other poop.
Nobody wants to steal the Demon Rush.
Yeah. Brosentia is here. Oh, and now we're gonna run into a problem with the broom. Can't go down.
Is this Mega Man 1 spike rules where even if you have iframes, you die from the spikes?
Yes.
Aha! Okay, I don't like that as much.
Oh no. J667 says this must be the bad broom part. You have yet to see it.
Time Stalker.
Oh.
You're doing really... I try to teach GMs a little bit, like, of how to interact with chat sometimes, and that, like, reading out comments before replying to them so that the YouTube team knows what we're talking about. You did it! You did it! You're doing exactly what I try to do as a host. I love it.
Netman Matt in the match room. I see you why you wanted the one with continues.
Yeah! Yeah,
Plus, you gave them the American version, the English translation version, so we can actually see, like, pseudo parts of the story.
Yeah, I actually like reading the English manual. It doesn't seem like it's a very good story, at least in English. It's like, oh no, robots took over. It's literally robots, just like Mega Man.
I know that the story is different in the Japanese version, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how it's different. I've not actually.
Yeah, it's basically they're trying to get rid of all the witches, and Doropie is the only like good witch left, and there's a person that I'm trying to remember the full-on story because there's the person that's in the beginning was trying to release Doropie and get her to help the resistance in releasing all the witches that have been trapped.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the story.
Yeah, Darkman 425 is correct. The North American version basically took the actual story out and replaced it with whatever the heck is in the manual.
Yeah, there are no cutscenes. There are no cutscenes whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, basically it's like, okay, in 1999, the Korean Empire robot battalion descended upon the Earth and brought the planet to the brink of destruction. The Korean Empire demanded the immediate and unconditional surrender of the world. When planet Earth refused, the Korean Empire started a massive general attack. A massive general attack, right. The Korean Empire set up large bases at points all over the world, from which they sent out their robots. The robot hordes attacked indiscriminately, or whatever. Their power overwhelmed even the most advanced armaments of the world. Nearly everyone believed the world would soon be ruled by the Korean Empire. But now... ... Yeah. And then it doesn't even introduce the main character in that, but later it does say that her name is Francesca per the English manual. Is that the same for...
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's Doropie.
No.
Come on. So they changed her name to Francesca? I kind of
have no
like it,
idea
though.
why.
I love the name Francesca. Like, if you're going to completely change the story, Francesca is a rockin' name.
By the way, Rosencha, if you want to hear the other music, Matt says they also have audio.
All right, I'll go ahead and switch over for a second. Let's go ahead and hear Iceland, or whatever. Ooh, interesting.
Oh, this game has great music.
I really do hope we at least get to see level 3 and the madness that's gonna bring.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, honestly, Tempestrel has learned the strats of the broom. I feel like Tempestrel is still in it, despite being significantly behind at this moment. He could catch up, depending on how the next few rooms go. Like, honestly, the first half of a match, if something's not clicking for you, what you just need to do is figure out, like, how to play the game. The second half should be focusing on making progress, especially when it's a game that's pretty brutal. Oh, I saw Nep and Matt jumping on spikes.
I thought that you could be on the spikes if you damage boosted.
Okay,
I
so
was
you
wondering...
can damage boost. Good.
And we run into one of the
Oh
problems
no, it despawned.
with this game. Yeah, if power up goes off screen, it despawns, even if it's a set power up.
Well, that's not nice. Although there can be some fine things with that, because it teaches you that, like, if you do not go after it right now, you lose your chance. You know, I don't know. It's a limit that I don't love or hate. It's like, it's whatever. It's there. It's a mechanic.
We're getting some broom action. We need to pay attention to broom action, because
Okay.
this is an area that is heavy on the broom.
Heavy on the broom.
See, I didn't want to be doing broom because of things like that. I actually dealt with the ice physics to get across here. I was insane.
Yeah, you want to use broom, but it's also, there are things that are going to come on the sky that are going to say, oh, you like that broom? Well, I'm going to knock you into a pit.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell that Matt is aware of the ice physics, because by the way they're jumping and being very cautious about moving on these tiny platforms.
Let's see. I'm just taking a look at some of the other things that were changed in the North American version. The circled hexagram that looked a little bit like the Star of David at the end of each stage was removed because they didn't allow religious content in video games. Because it looked like the Star of David, not because it looked like a pentagram. And let me just say, somehow that is worse. Come on, you're a freaking witch. You removed it because it looked like... You removed it because it... Yeah, you're Francesca, a witch, and you removed it because it looked like the Star of David? It's a freaking pentagram. Come on. Nintendo of America.
Picking up a couple of lives here. This one here and the one that dropped from the enemy in the previous room, so that's going to be helpful.
Although it's possible that like they were also like, we don't allow pentagrams on the Nintendo either. Although maybe I'm wrong. Are there pentagrams?
I don't think they really did that on the Nintendo.
Yeah, I'd say that
No.
like they probably actually removed it because it's literally a pentagram, and they're like, we don't want to deal with that, you know. We already dealt with people making Bible adventures, and that was a nightmare to like try to like litigate or like talk to them about, and we'll just whatever. No pentagrams, no pentagrams.
Yeah, well, I can definitely tell Tempestral is not having a good time with this game.
Oh, there's an extra life!
They voiced their displeasure in the match room again.
Oh, did they? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, so Tempestral is on team This Is a Bad Game. I'm on team This Is a Good Game. What about chat? What do you think so far? 34 minutes into this. What do you all think? I guess I could run a little bit of a poll. Yeah, I'm going to run a poll, okay? This is one, you don't need to spend points on it. Some people are... You know what? I'm not giving you a flawed but good. I'm giving you, is this good or bad? And you have to say good or bad. There are no waffling answers, okay? I'm calling it Doropie. Doropie.
I actually think that mini boss there, the best thing to use on it is the ball. Because it'll ricochet into the...
Oh, Tempestral.
Okay, right now, 93% of people are saying good. We'll go ahead and see if that changes a little bit, but yeah, it seems like at least viewing it, people are enjoying it. Maybe if they got to experience the ice physics, they might feel a little bit different, but at the same time, maybe not. I don't know.
Like I said, I enjoy this game. There are problems with it, but I enjoy this game.
NPC, what are you? Are you team good or bad?
Team Japanese good, American bad.
Okay. Ooh, that's... Okay.
I am being very serious about that.
I did ask specifically, is Doropie good or bad? So, there we go. I think that you can therefore say Doropie good.
Novasol says, I've been forged in the fires of Quest of Kai. You can't intimidate me with ice physics. But yes, we've all established that you're a lot meaner than most people in what you give out.
It's also pronounced Key. Doropie, not Doropie. Key, not Kai. I'm gonna kick everybody's butt, okay? We're butt kicking today. Yeah, that's right. And I'm taking names. What's your name? NPC. That's not
NPC.
a name. That's 3 letters. Call you, Nicholas. Nicholas P.
Call me Golgo.
Call you what?
Golgo.
Ogo?
Golgo.
Golgo, like the 13. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, Golgo, I'm gonna kick your butt and take your name. I would kick Golgo's butt. Hey, it looks like the poll is done. 88% of people say a good game. And yeah, I would assume there are probably a lot of things in there that would be good but flawed. If they could put an asterisk, then they would. However, I also do think that, like, the North American version, the Creon Conquest, I probably wouldn't want to play. Gotta be honest. I'm not a fan of, like, no continues for no good reason. Big Tokai. That, and I'm not a fan of you, like, making this the stupidest story ever. They're robots. Everybody, we've got robots here. The robots took over. Watch out. Maybe Gogo 13 is a robot. We have to fight him. Kick his butt. Take his name.
What the heck are you doing?
I don't even know anymore. I'm trying to commentate this. My name is Vic Tokai.
Okay, I like Chronos V2's response. Honestly, some of the greatest games are good but flawed. I'm totally on board with that.
I would say that as I always say here, I prefer like bad but fun game to a good but boring game. And honestly, I would say that like even
Listen,
with that, I think, go ahead.
Perfection is Kabuki Quantum Fighter, and I won't have anybody telling me otherwise.
Okay, I've never played that.
That is a fun game. You need to play it, bro.
All right.
Maybe I'll bring it to Don't Make Us Bored so you can see it.
Ooh, you know what?
How do you feel about hair fighting?
Hair what?
Hair fighting.
What does that mean? Do you have to fight?
You whip your hair. You whip your hair to attack enemies.
Don't you do that in Shantae? So I feel fine with
Quantum
that.
Fighter did it first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Honestly, like hair doesn't make sense as a weapon unless you put like lead or bricks in your hair. In that case, maybe it makes sense, but otherwise, I don't understand hair as a weapon.
If you don't want to do it, Time, I will gladly show off Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
Oh, I love Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, we do have Don't Make Us Bored tomorrow. We've got a handful of games. NPC, you're actually playing on that as well. A Dance of Fire and Ice. Oh, you're so addicted, you're going to show off tomorrow.
You're spoiling the show tomorrow.
No, I'm not. I literally just said that you're playing... Okay, I guess I am spoiling a little bit, but you're playing a game for us, and everybody should watch. We've also got Yadet at 7 p.m. and Donkey Kong Country 2, played by Okami, which means there's probably something wrong with it. And that's essentially the schedule that we have, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, I'm really excited. I know that you have been playing a lot NPC and I haven't seen it. I'm really excited to have a dedicated slot of time to sit down and watch you play some of the game. Like really.
I'm gonna try my best to actually look like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but it's also like that show is it's fine to have showcases, speed runs, high score attempts, or just like show off your skill. And like you've always done a pretty good job of showing off your skill. And if for some reason your hands are just like, I don't obey you today, that's hand things. Sometimes hands do that.
I'm just playing the game. If I was to do a real showcase, that would actually be like, GDQ showing off Beat Saber and having somebody that's actually competent at the game showing off stuff.
Yeah, but I think that there should be a place for people who are pretty dang good. You're still going to be, like, better than probably
really
95% of people who have played it. Maybe better than 99%.
He's lying.
Maybe I'm lying. I don't know. You'll have to show up tomorrow for Don't Make Us Bored, everybody. Okay, that's the end of the advertisement. Back to the show.
So, another reason why I really liked this round was because I wanted to see what people would put forward for this. Like, yesterday, Seth put forward a game that I really, really enjoy. Even with the roller coaster, I really enjoy Tiny Toons 2, and I only found out about that game this year.
Yeah, I've got some opinions about it, but I think that in general it's a fun, just like, it has some design crimes in it. But also, actually, I'm going to go ahead and say for Konami to have that many crimes, bad Konami. Bad.
Bad Konami.
I honestly say this. I think that game suffered a bit because of the fact that the other game was so incredible. The original Tiny Toons on the NES was very, very good.
Yeah, I think that it was. I love the Super Nintendo game. I want to play the Genesis one.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite. I didn't like the Genesis one all that much.
I don't know. I haven't played it. I haven't seen it. I know nothing about it. Netman Matt floating in the air and killing the mid-boss for the stage. Oh, I guess the end stage mini-boss.
That was a good use of the Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
That was a very good use of the Phoenix.
Yeah. I do love that this game gives you all of the tools that you need to make a decent push through the game. It is being much harder for Tempestrol. I think Tempestrol is just suffering from the I hate Mega Man and I hate this syndrome. But honestly, like, Tempestrol, to have made it this far in Kusog7ande, like, he's done absolutely fantastic. It's just sometimes you get a game that does not work for you. And this might be the game for Tempestrol, you know?
Well, Netman Matt is kind of agreeing with Tempestrol in the match chat there.
Yeah, uh-oh, really?
Yeah, because Tempestrol voiced their displeasure about it, and Netman Matt's response is, yes!
Yeah, I do see, like, Tempestrol 1 for Conan on the NES took first place, took third place in Konenko Monogatari, or the game based off of Milo and Otis, and then he took... I enjoy the game. He took first in Count Duckula 2 featuring Tremendous Tennis, which, like, just looking at these, Tempestrol is definitely very skilled in a lot of games. It's just, unfortunately, this one's being a little rough. And then Tempestrol took second in Bobby Blockhead versus the Dark Planet.
And, you know, it's a tournament where sometimes you're just going to run into something that just does not mesh with you. Oh, that's such a rude. Yeah, well, that's such a rude fault. You're gonna land on that if you don't know exactly where that thing's gonna be when you enter the room.
Oof. Tempestrol back to the beginning of the game. I just want Tempestrol to see World 2. Like, I really hope. Like, I feel bad when a game doesn't work out for somebody, but, you know, sometimes you have a blowout. This, right now, is that way, although the game is short enough that Tempestrol could technically still catch up.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about a blowout to play baseball 2000.
Spider-Man.
Oh, no!
Spider-Man. Hey, I had the same thing. My first game that I got in Kusog6 was Kangaroo, and I could not get out of the first stage.
Yeah.
It's just, you're gonna hit something that just does not mesh with you.
Like, I'm gonna say, the fact that Tempestrol won in the I Wanna Be the Guy fan game, like, that's pretty impressive and shows that, like, he's got the skill needed. But honestly, when you have two people racing a game, you know, it's just sometimes something doesn't jive for you, you know? For me, it's like, if it's after the year 1990, I'm probably not going to be as good at it as other people are. Before that, I actually have a shot, or if it's slide puzzles, I've got a shot.
I hate soccer.
Three Hands, yes.
No,
Kangaroo was a Commodore 64 game.
Yeah, Kangaroo's not for everybody.
That is for sure. I do not do well with the, like, Atari I'm good with, but, like, Commodore 64, things like that, you're asking a lot out of me.
Oh, yeah, give me Commodore 64. Give me something obscure, okay? Like, if I know that both of us have inexperience with the platform, I'm possibly gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, you gave me the only C64 game I did anything with, honestly. I was still shocked because I hate that franchise.
Which one was it?
You gave me Ghosts of Goblins on the C64.
Oh, that one's really bad. Oh, it's so bad.
I'm still upset about that shot being on the left-hand side of the screen. I scrolled it off and it came from the right and killed me.
Yeah. I love Commodore 64, okay? It's so good.
Oh, I loved NES Star Wars. NES Star Wars with Safari Vader, that was a great game to be eliminated on. Hey,
Yeah,
I have no
Justin-
regrets about being eliminated on that.
Justin was not as much of a fan when I made him play it, but oh my gosh, I got to tell. Okay. So when I was on a flight home from Atlanta from FWA, I sat next to somebody who ends up living a 5-minute walk away from me. Right? And I'm like, yeah, I was at a furry convention. We did some charity video game stuff. I'm really nerdy, and I am not religious. And she's like, cool, we should hang out. And I'm like, sweet, I didn't scare anybody away. So last night, she was like, steak and wine. She also is originally from Brazil. So that was another interesting connection that we had there. And they had picanha, which if anybody who has been to Brazilian barbecue or anything like that had it, is like the most delicious meat in the world. Simply put, and then wine, and we sat around and talked about stuff, and I brought up, she's like, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm like, my favorite piece of Star Wars media has to be the Star Wars Nintendo game, where, like, Darth Vader is a scorpion, and all this stuff. She's like, what are you talking about? This is not, he's a scorpion? I'm like, yeah. And
I actually went out and had Peruvian food over the weekend. That was my first time trying that.
Peruvian food is so good. Had it like once.
It's my first time.
Good. But yeah, the moral of the story is that anybody who loves Star Wars loves Saucity Vader, and everybody who loves Saucity Vader is correct. I don't know if that's the moral of the story. That's my moral.
I will say that I think that this the games I got in brackets last year were two of my favorites. So.
Ooh, what did you get?
I got
Tempest turned around and it was just apparently your hitbox while standing on the floor is not exactly the same if you turned around. Tempest turned left and plummeted into the spikes on the right. That is okay.
Can I share something about this level that we haven't talked about yet?
Sure.
You can use your ice power and freeze those flames.
Yes.
I mean that
could
help.
Yeah, we've never talked about it, but it's something that could be done. Just kind of
that's
like
that's because Net and Matt got through it on their first try.
Yeah, which is crazy.
But yeah, you were asking what I got last year. I got Yolanda, and oh, that was so much fun. I was not even upset to lose that match because I got told that was just insane where my opponent got to.
Yeah,
and then I had
hard.
Sasori Vader, which is what I got eliminated on.
I'm so glad I got to make Flannel Cap play that on Grudge Match, which is going to be coming back in about 2 weeks from Friday. No Grudge Match this week because GDQ is starting on Sunday, and they're like, we're too busy to do your Grudge Match. I'm like, fine. Well, I have a new grudge then. You.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Tempestral, no!
Yeah, Tempestral is very upset in the match room over that.
Yeah.
Liar.
I said that I cried. Time Stalker said me too, and Tempestral in the Discord said liar. And I believe that he's correct. I'm not crying. I mean, a little, like, Tempestral's a friend. But at the same time, like, I can't show preference for a friend, so, like, I cry a little bit that you're not liking the game and that it's not working for you, but at the same time, I will not give you a win because of my tears. I will not give you a victory because I feel for you. No, I must be an objective judge.
I still need to get on Grudge Match at some point, but every time you ask, I've already had plans.
Yeah, sometime you should be on it.
But if I do get on, maybe I can see if NPC will come on and kick my butt.
Don't kick his butt. Well, okay, you can kick butt. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for GDQ Hotfix to let me play American Idol on it.
Huh.
I have submitted it, but it has not been picked up.
I would have picked it up. NPC, I would have done it. But I don't run a show where that would be correct.
I submitted it for Awfully Silly, so...
Ooh. There's another show that tends to focus on, like, any percent categories that are more like, high score attempts or sort of odd runs, you know, not the typical any percent category. You could possibly try to get it on one of those because I think that, I want it. Maybe we can bribe somebody. How much money do you have?
Not that much, because I'm about to go to a convention and I'm going to be spending it all.
What? You spend money at conventions? Dang.
Yes.
No,
Because I want food and art and other stuff.
Actually, I bought some pictures. I've got 2 Fox pictures at the last convention because I was like, these are cute and they're not like, the most, like, how do I say it? They're not even anthro, they're just normal foxes, okay? Yeah.
By the way, Percentia, remind me that I had a question for you yesterday and I didn't get a chance to ask it because I got involved watching the stuff from yesterday that I missed.
Yeah?
I'll DM you about it.
Fine, go ahead and DM me. But yeah, no, like, honestly, the pictures that I got could absolutely just be pictures just that some lady in Sedona would have hanging on her wall. You know, somebody who's like, yeah, I love crystals. And I like crystals. I don't believe that crystals have power, but I like crystals. I could be Crystal Lady. You know, the lady who exclusively wears shirts from the mountain. That's the type of old lady that I want to be.
It's like, I'm really hoping Netmomat gets to level 3, but I doubt we're going to see it.
With
I don't
4
think there's enough
minutes
time at
left.
this point.
Because should we tell them why level 3 is special?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So, in level 3, you have an oxygen meter.
No.
Because you are in underwater most of the stage.
Okay, that's a choice. I mean, to be fair, Xena for Game Boy Color has an oxygen meter when you're underwater. Like, I get it. You're not a robot. You're a witch.
And then stage 4 is all in the air with vines and stuff like that, and you have to use the broom to get around. But there are enough enemies around that you keep falling, you keep dying to all this stuff. It's just, it's brutal.
You know,
yeah, level 4 is not even close to easy.
I want to play this game. I really do.
I would highly recommend anybody that wants to play it to give it a shot. Like, it may not be your cup of tea. Like, Tempestable before the match said this was one that they were looking forward to trying out.
Well, they were.
They were. I mean, but then life happened. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this game a shot. Like, I'm very interested in this. Just like the Castlevania librarian dude, you know. I'm interested in this. No, that's Alucard who's interested in the crap. He just says, ha, thank you. Ha, thank you.
Alucard sounds like that?
No, that's the librarian. Alucard says, I'm interested in this. He's interested in it, NPC. He's interested. The librarian says thank you. Because for some reason you buy stuff at the library. I don't get it. It's not how libraries work. But
David TKI was asking when Flannel Cat had this game when she was doing her Game of the Month Club, a few of us got to try it. Did Tempestral said that they had seen a little bit about this, but they never played it. And yeah, this is a game that you have to experience playing.
Oh, there's actually... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
There is one thing this also has in common with Mega Man, in that, hypothetically, in the speedrun sense, you have zips in this game.
yeah, zips. I love zips.
I don't. I'm one of those people that I prefer watching speedruns without glitches.
Well, then you could play it without zips then. For crying out loud, you can play games the way that you...
Because the funny thing is that the tasks, you don't even fight the bosses past the first one. Because you use a glitch that automatically kills Doropie and then kills the boss at the same time, and you just don't fight the bosses.
Time Stalker, I'm giving you a hard time, by the way.
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine with it. I give you a hard time back.
That's my life. I gotta give hard times.
I will say this, thank you for having me as a GM. This has been so much fun this year.
I'm glad. And I'm glad that, like, people tolerate me yelling stupid stuff and at least realize that most of the time I'm just being a dingus. It's my life. I gotta be a dingus. What's the plural of dingus? Dinguses? I imagine just dingus.
Dingai.
I don't like it. No, like Doropie? No, Doropie. Dingy. Ooh.
Doropusses?
Do not say Doropuses. I do not like that. Oh. Nope.
I was thinking octopuses and I just...
Oh. Well, everybody, we're almost done. This has
time.
been a good one. We're almost at the end, though. I think Tempestral is pretty much resigned, which makes sense. We've got 8 seconds left. And I think Tempestral knows that he lost because Map made a comment about the continues, which essentially gave away that he got to a point where continues were useful. But with that said, the time comes, and the time is now! This is the time, everybody. Cabbages and kings and whatever crap. I don't know. You want a cabbage? Gotta be my king. I will not give a cabbage to anybody. Or
I love
to just
cabbage
anybody.
rolls.
Oh, they're so good. Tempestral, I'm sorry. Tempestral gave us a... That's the review. Oh, no, bad. Bad game. Okay, don't worry. I can lip read when you speak that clearly. Good job. I'm going to say join general voice if they want. Yeah, how do you feel that they did?
Yeah, have them both come and yell at me. I think that they both had a rough time with this game.
Well, yeah, this is not the easiest game. Tempestral, are you here to yell a bunch?
No, I was really upset at this game until like 45 minutes in when I actually made progress.
That was nice when you made progress. I liked that. That was cool.
That was good. I'm already not very good at Mega Man games. There's something about I understand the way they're designed and the way they're supposed to be played, but something about actually trying to play them just breaks my brain.
That's fair. Like, we had a poll in chat about whether or not this was a good game, and I want to hear your opinions first. Tempestral, you're saying it's not.
I've never been so excited to replay Mega Man 1.
That's a great comparison.
Okay, so the idea with Mega Man design as I see it is that good Mega Man levels have enemies and platforms placed in ways that force you to think about your positioning on the stage relative to them and how they're going to move to try and intercept you.
Okay.
And you can attack them fast enough. That's it. And that's how Mega Man 1 is designed, but Mega Man 1's movement is terrible.
It's also
it's weird and janky and doesn't feel very polished. And then every other Mega Man game has improved upon that concept. And this has that same idea, except everything does too much damage. Your attack is way too weak, and the charge time is just a little bit too long. Like, if they made it charge level 3 or 3.5 or something, that would be fine, I think. Also, the broom goes away when you jump, and it goes away when it touches a wall, and it goes away when you think the wrong things, and it goes away when you're having a bad time, which I was a lot. It really feels like Mega Man 1 if it was designed by someone who just didn't respect the player's time, which is a real shame because I think the bones of a good game are in here.
Well, I mean, you're describing the Vic Tokai experience. They made Kid Cool.
Yeah,
At least the Japanese version had continues. The North American version wanted you to do the whole game in one go.
Speaking of
I
that,
found one.
yeah, let's go ahead and say that, like, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. Netman Matt, you took the victory. You made it to, what, 2-3, I think?
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I have to ask, Matt, what did you think of those ice physics?
It is really funny when you crouch and stop sliding, and then you let go of crouch and you keep sliding. So I'm sorry. I like speedrun Mega Man games and have like 100 pointed the entire Zero series.
Well, there you go.
Oh, no!
The ice physics are worse than the ice physics in the worst ice level in the Zero series, which is impressive. But
Wow.
it's
Netman Matt, Stage 3 has an oxygen meter, just so you would have known what you've gotten to.
I saw that in the
Yeah.
PDF, and I was like, oh, word?
Like, I saw that too, and I went, I sure am glad that's 2 more stages than I'm ever going to get to.
And then
I'm
level. Sorry.
I definitely want to talk about, from my point of view, how I feel about this game. I think you're dead on with the Mega Man 1 comparisons. At the very least, this game does not force you to traverse vertically without, like, a broken tool to do so. This is, like, both the best and the worst rush jet I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, the
like,
fact that you don't have
it's
limited...
really...
Like,
Because you have a base buster and unlimited ammo, and you can use any special weapon with it out. So, like, it is just the most omnidirectional, super powerful movement tool that you can have in a game like this, to the point it is absolutely broken, but it's balanced out by the fact that, like,
if you think wrong, it goes away.
Well, I figured out the rules, and it's funny because there's something called Make a Good Mega Man level, which is, like, really fun. There is a cheat you can get Make a Good Mega Man level 1 that says make the rush jet physics like the old physics, which are very similar to the physics in this game, where rush jet will sometimes just go, nah, I don't feel like it, and just... So
The lack of being able to move down with it is pretty bad.
Yeah, and there's a gotcha with that that's extremely mean too. In 2-2, I think
2-2.
Yeah, where you either already know that you need the broom to be as low as possible so you can crouch through the next gap, or you have damage from the enemy coming through, or you die. The good news is, so far, I've only run into like 3 things I would call just straight up a gotcha, and one of them is just, haha, you take free damage. The other ones are actually pretty easy, like decently telegraphed. The main issue with this game is that, like, I've noticed a few bugs. So, like, on screen transitions, if you're close to the wall, it'll assume the wall's a platform, and you just stutter step down it, and it'll eat your jump the next time you do one. You sink like a stone, and for some reason, you cannot jump and shoot at the same time. It is impossible. When you're pressing jump and shoot at the same time, it will just assume you want to shoot, and you will stop whatever jump you're currently doing, unless you're already in the air. Like, if you press it at the same time, there is no window for a same time press. Also, there is negative coyote time in this game. Holy moly. It's not Darkman bad, but it's pretty bad.
I suspect that you can do the Strider glitch in this game, because I don't know if you noticed, but when you turn around,
surprised.
you turn around near a ledge, you'll drop off the ledge, because I guess turning like your I don't know wherever it is that they calculate your position from, but it's not the center of the character.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And that works to your advantage sometimes, but then there's, like, because, like, you can do weird movement things with Broom. The fact that you can turn backwards with Broom is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I love that part, yeah.
It's so strong, holy crap. But, like, I've also noticed that enemies, their explosion, when you defeat them, has a hitbox. So I died to that at one point. There's a point where in chat where I was like, really? And it was because the last damage I took was, like, against an enemy where I was, like, hitting them, and I was like, yeah, I got the last hit, now I can go to the next hit. I'm dead, okay.
I will say this, Nev and Matt, I was really impressed with how you dealt with that first boss. My usual is to use the ball and stand on the center platform, but I really liked how you did it. I thought you learned that really fast.
Yeah, thank you. So I thought you could only, like, do the base buster shoot with the broom, so that's why I had the broom out while I was doing that, and then I realized, oh, you can just do that in any direction. But yeah, that boss is... interesting because once you figure out the boss, you're like never in any danger. It's very strange. But once, like before you figure it out, it's like technically way too fast to like actually react to it. It's very, very odd. I can't even imagine what the round 2 boss was, because round 2 was like Yukimaru specialty snowball. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna suck.
What was the level 1 boss? Because I never got
Thunder
it.
Knight.
It's the Thunder Knight, and it basically he turns into a kind of quick bend laser, but it only does damage. It doesn't kill you outright when it hits you, and he either goes around to either two of the outside platforms, or he goes straight across the middle platform.
It's a very like super contra boss. There's like little like he does like little circles that kind of look like flame snakes and like
That's not going to, that's not a good analogy for me. That's not going to help.
They're quick man lasers.
Cool, you just listed another game I never want to play. Sorry, not my style.
I get it. I get it. Oh my goodness.
I do want to go back and play like all the Mega Man games. I think I own Mega Man 2 and 3 cartridges. But it's just the way my consoles are set up. It's a pain in the ass to like get my NES set up, so I haven't bothered to play them. But I think they're neat games, and I really want to like tough it out and figure out, like internalize. Here's how you approach a Mega Man level, because I think they look really fun.
I Tempestrel, I'd really like to hear like what happens from that, because I do think that they are pretty brutal until you start learning the formula, and then you can often sight read Mega Man levels fairly well. And I think that like speedrunning Mega Man probably helped Netman Mad in some ways. In some ways, might have been a little bit of a downside. But
that's what you. That's what you get
how far
into
did you
when
get?
for tournaments.
I
How far
want
did you
to. Oh, when I made that exclamation that I can't repeat in voice, that was me falling in the first level, falling into that room where the entire floor is spikes except for the corner, and dying.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
went,
you-
cool.
We all saw that. It was just like, oh no.
Yes, so you were right at about to hit 1-2, and I totally understand dying there because I died like 3 times, and that is extremely a like Mega Man Unlimited kind of, well, you're at the end of the level, figure out this check or do half the stage all over again kind of jump.
That's a real thing in actual Mega Man. That's the thing in Mega Man.
Mega Man
2, Mega Man 3. Doesn't Snake Man have a room like that?
No.
The same room where you can do the with the sound glitch. I can't remember which game it is.
you can do that in
With the
Mega Man
bubbles.
3 if you're using 2 controllers. There's some really weird things that you can do with
it's like
controller
if
too.
you're falling down like a chute, and if you fall in the wrong place on one screen, you're just screwed when you come to the next screen.
I think you're probably right.
They do that in regular Mega Man too. I know.
Not
I've seen enough
that
speedruns,
much, but a little bit, yeah.
but they're broadly speaking better designed. So I want to go back and play them again.
Yeah, I would recommend if you want to learn Mega Man and like get used to the games. I think the best Mega Man game to start with is the Mega Man game I started with, Mega Man 5, because they give you basically one of your best tools at the start of the game. Your Mega Buster is so powerful that it is entirely possible to like never use super weapons in that game, and people consider that as a downside, but I think that's a great upside because you just always have a powerful sidearm.
I would
And the
disagree.
level-
I'd say 6 because
I'm just gonna start
But,
yelling now because, like, I love that we have really talkative people here.
No, we have to hold up the show for all night.
Well, I mean, like, this is the end of the show, so, like, what I want to say is thank you, everybody, for coming and watching. We do give out over $2,000 worth of prizes, so everybody who helps by subscribing or by leaving a tip through PayPal underneath my stream, that is all extremely helpful and honestly helps me to stay financially afloat because I like to be able to give prizes. With that said, Tempestrel, hit me up sometime because you get $20 worth of Steam games. I can go ahead and send you Steam gift cards if that's easy enough. You'll just have to remind me because I will forget. That is just life. Netman, thank you for subscribing and contributing to the Buy You a Prize fund later on.
And then I just want to let you guys know the results of the poll that Brosentia was talking about. 88% said it was a good game.
Really?
Yeah,
88% of people are wrong.
Well, I would say that they were watching and not playing because I also feel that it's a good game, but I have to try it.
I hope that there's a hack that changes the physics a little bit, because if these
It's
physics
so
were
close.
tighter, I would love
It's
it.
very close to being like playable and fun. Tempestrol.
Yeah.
Do you have any last words for your tombstone? Because you're eliminated. We got to put a tombstone up somewhere. Come on.
I can't think of something funny enough on the spot. There, put that on my tombstone.
I
always
can't
go with
think of
pepperoni.
anything funny enough on the spot. Okay, I like that. Perfect. That
My
will
old
be.
standby is pepperoni and cheese.
We'll go ahead and use papyrus font. That'll be a good one.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
it's better than what I was going to say, which was Raid Shadow Legends is a free online.
I just refused an offer from them again. They
Well, you have that. Just it goes to show that you have a soul.
they
so
pay so much, and I
They do.
need the money, but I just can't do it. So everybody, if you want to support me without Raid Shadow Legends, then consider subscribing. We're gonna raid Author Blues now. We're calling that good.
Everybody-
Do we have a good raid message?
subscribe to twitch.tv/Rosentia.
Which is which?
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's pretty
That
good.
is the title of a Looney Tunes cartoon, which is good. Oh yeah, Raycon Airbuds. I don't know if they were good. Maybe I'd. Here's the deal. If it's good, I would be fine being sponsored by it. Like HelloFresh, they're good. I like their food. If they sponsored me, I would be all about that. Raid Shadow Legends, I don't really like you. Too bad.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better about the constant shilling online for Raycons if they were any good and not garbage crap
Yeah,
you should never.
the best
Like,
thing about Raid Shadow
Bell
Legends is that they give money to small streamers, and that's the
absolutely.
only good thing about them, in my opinion. And they
Free
helped
money?
me. It's
All right.
it's technically not free, but like at the same time,
money?
that was a time
close
where
enough.
I really needed the money, and like I am extremely grateful to them. But other than that, nah, I don't care for Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, everybody, we'll be back tomorrow with Don't Make Us Bored, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. my time, probably like 2 p.m. somebody's time. I don't know. It's tomorrow. Bye. Have fun, friends.
Thanks for hosting.
Bye. Bye.